going to show y'all how to add a backflow test and upload a device against a fire and a bypass hazard. So a good example of that is this address here. All right. Remember, we go by group ID. Bam. Okay. So we've got a bypass and a fire hazard, both unprotected. So you would go out there, you click, this is probably the first place to start it. So the important thing that I want everybody to notice is that it just needs to be a DC. Come over here. So when we're adding the backflow, the important thing about this is your backflow type. You only want to add a DC type for the fire main and the fire bypass. The reason is that if you do a type 1, it'll add a bypass at the end, and that's not what we want to do. So we have to do this to maintain the account integrity. Fire. Now you can just go down the line. It's pretty basic. Same way you would do it anywhere else. Bam, bam. Remember, you can't add a hazard unless there's one that's already present. But the really important part about this overview is that your type is a DC. Remember, you do not want to make it a DCDA type 1 because that will change the account type. So like you can see right now, it'll add a bypass valve. And you don't want to do that except for express certain situations. So anyways, you keep the DC, create your backflow. And the reason I wanted to show y'all why that was important is because you have a bypass over here in the hazard that you need to add as well, right? So if you added a DC, it would have added an extra bypass account, and we don't want that. So then you come over here, customer, view. Now you can add your backflow, and this will also be a type DC. All right, and then you just go down the line. 7. Fill everything out here. Remember, have to have a hazard in order to create a backflow. Once this is complete, you can come over here, group ID. Now we have 2 backflows that are ready to test, and you would just go through your test report as normal. But the important thing here is just to make sure that you put the DC type on your bypass and fire line, specifically in Baton Rouge. That's it.